are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So Cardi B fans want Payola to be investigated because they believe Payola and Titanic Records is sabotaging Cardi B's first week sales. A fan tweeted, said, "I generally hate Titanic and how they play in Cardi's face when it comes to Payola playlisting. Like, seriously, okay? Because she hasn't been doing a lot of streams on Payola, but she's been doing a good amount of streams on Apple Music. A lot of the fans are saying that she will do like 100 million or 130 million streams on Apple Music alone, okay? Now, Cardi B, she went on Spaces and she said that the album is overselling, okay? So they're doing over the numbers that she originally thought they would do.
Keep swimming. Things are looking very, very good. Actually, they're looking overly great. But I do want to say this though.
Okay, so she said the sales and everything is looking overly great. She also went on live and threatened to put out receipts on Bïää and JT and maybe even Nicki Minaj. Let's take a listen to what Cardi B had to say.
Start some shit with me today because I will give you motherfucking hell. And I got receipts for fucking everybody. I got receipts on everybody. Even when I diss, I got receipts on people. I have bitches crying.
Now, what the hell is Bacteria talking about? What is 29 Faces rambling on about in regards to receipts? She ain't got no damn receipts. And why is she trying to copy Bïää? You see how she trying to look like Bïää now? Didn't you say you wouldn't pay to look like her? Why are you trying to look like Bïää? Bïää does the orange hair, and so does No Spice. You was also low-key dissing her, but now you coming out with that hair. Interesting. My whole thing is Cardi B always threatens receipts, but never releases them. I've heard this all before. Every year she threatens to put out receipts and every year they never come out. So I do not believe Cardi B really got any receipts unless it's the receipts from her last surgery. Okay, I believe she got the receipts from her last surgery or the receipt she has to pay her writers. Okay, you know, the invoices for that. But I definitely do not believe she got any hardcore receipts on any female rapper because they would have been late. Cardi B very quick to post text messages, very quick to snap on somebody, but you always threatening receipts and never leak them. How is that possible? Okay, you really are Boo Boo the Fool. I don't believe she got any receipts on any female rapper. Okay, but she need to be worried about the receipts on Stephon Diddy and the alleged children that he has, and on top of that, the men that he allegedly be sleeping with. That's the receipt she needs to be worried about. Okay, she worried about everybody else's relationship, everybody else's man, but you sleeping with a bottom feeder, okay, that has a SA case and multiple children. Okay, not a good look. Okay, you downgraded in my opinion. You didn't upgrade. You not Sierra. Okay, nobody wants the Cardi B prayer. You try to get the Sierra prayer, but you got the ratchet stripper Cardi B prayer, and that shit is trash, okay? You thought you was leveling up like Sierra. You did not, okay? You leveled down. So stop it and stop with the lies. Now, moving on from that, Nicki Minaj has snakes in the camp that need to get caught, okay? Lourdiz, whatever her name is, she was talking smack on Instagram, shading Nicki Minaj, and she feeling herself because she was recently on Cardi B's album. Now, she responded to a fan that said, "Every day I check his page to see if Nicki unfollowed. I'm gonna remain until that happens, if it ever does." Then Lourdiz liked a comment that said, "That'll make her bitter. If that's the case, business is business, you know." Lourdiz has every right to work with whomever she wants, okay? So let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you feel like she should have remained loyal to Nicki Minaj? Then somebody leaked Lourdiz DMs, okay? But according to Lourdiz, she says that the DMs are fake. Allegedly, she said for some reason she thinks I'm scared of her. LMFAO, she weird. Hate that it had to turn out this was but like. And then she said, Big Barty, let me stop playing. Then her fans attacking me like ... Can't make this shit up. Well, Lourdiz, you really are one of the dumbest people ever. Okay? No wonder you was shaving your head like Britney. Okay? You really are a dumb hoe. Why would you turn on Nicki Minaj, who signed you to a label and gave you a look? She promoted your music. Some of the barbs are your fans. Do you think Garbage Gang is going to stream your music? No. Okay? The barbs were barely streaming it. But now you have no fans at all. Now, Cardi B goes off on Off the Cheat because she claims he is trying to get millions and millions of dollars out of her. And she goes on a tangent about the real reason why she left, and it wasn't just because of cheating. Let's take a listen.
The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for the taxes. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I could get out of my marriage if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm gonna fight for that. This is not no love shit. And like I said, I'm not gonna stop living my life because on a contract, I'm practically still married because somebody wanna hold me hostage if I don't give them millions of dollars to get out of it. So that's what I'm going through in life. However, I'm not gonna live my life. Y'all want me to remarry and stuff, to have another baby and stuff like that? I'm doing things how what makes me happy. Telling me, oh, well, why you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more. A hospital. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. And I left. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy. I wake up happy.
Now, a member from Off the Cheat's family responded to a fan that said, you came up off him. He catapulted your career just standing next to you. That boy was on fire. He could have made anyone famous. He chose you. Stand on the bread. And I guess one of Off the Cheat's affiliates and family members replied and said, facts. Now, I could have sworn Cardi B said earlier in her career how she would go through Off the Cheat to get collaborations. That she would be scared to ask for a collaboration. She would go through Off the Cheat to get them. Maybe that's why the collaborations were so weak the second time around. No shade. But do I think that Cardi B needs to give Off the Cheat some bread? Yes. Okay. And it's not just because I dislike Cardi B. It's because if the roles were reversed, if Off the Cheat was worth $100 million or had the same money as Stefan Diggs, she would be asking the courts, where's my bread? Shit, when she was going after Tasha K don't got money like that, and she still sued her. So I feel like, girl, you need to cough up the coin too. You need to cough it up. And another thing is with Cardi B, you know, I know Off the Cheat cheated on you several times, but the fact of the matter is you got pregnant really quickly with Stefan Diggs, which means you probably was messing with him while you were still married. I don't care what you say. You can give this fake timeline of he started dating in March of 2025. Nobody believes that shit. You was messing with Stefan Diddy since last year while you were still married. You're knocked up, but you still married to somebody else. You need to cough up the bread, point blank, period. Now, moving on to No Spice. It looked like she has replaced Cleopatra. She got a new dark-skinned bestie that's going to be in her new music video and new single, Baddie Baddie, dropping this Friday. She linked up with Anak Yai, who is a supermodel, who is going to be in her music video, okay? Let me know how y'all feel about it. I don't feel like it's smart for Ice Spice to drop the same day as Doja Cat or Mariah Carey, because you still gonna flop, sis. I don't think that was a smart idea. You could drop the week after, okay? Because Baddie Baddie sounds nice and everything, but it ain't gonna be hotter than what Doja Cat got going on, okay? So, in my opinion, I think it was one of the dumbest things to do, but since her collaboration with Scratch Off flop, she got to come up with something because she already flopped with Scratch Off a few weeks ago. Now, moving on to Queen Bee. So, it has been reported that the Time highlights Queen Bee's cultural impact in advancing feminist movements and being the first to call out masculinity crisis, okay? Now, I don't know if Queen Bee could take the credit for that, but she definitely is a feminist. I remember, I think it was on the Beyoncé World Tour, or I think it was the Miss Carter Tour. She definitely was putting feminists on the backdrop of the World Tour. And remember, she sang the song, Girls Run the World, okay? Who won the world? Girls. That is Queen Bee's song. So she definitely influenced some feminist movements in the industry. And I think the chart-obsessed racists started to try to copy Queen Bee. But she's just not as, I feel like, independent as Queen Bee is. But she definitely did try to copy. But the point of the matter is she definitely influenced, but I don't know if she started anything. She definitely influenced the feminist movement within the industry. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I feel like Queen Bee should get an award for something like this. I mean, there's a lot of women who are not feminists or not as independent as a lot of these black artists in the game. And I feel like the ones that are should get some sort of public acknowledgement, especially in this day and age. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Solange, it seems as though Solange is trying to show some skin. She has covered the magazine Love, and a lot of people are talking about how she in a bra and underwear, and she's showing more skin than usual. So let me know, do you guys think she's trying to compete with Queen Bee? Because a lot of fans are saying she's trying to compete with Queen Bee when it comes to sex appeal. I don't think she's trying to do that. I think Solange is in her own lane. I don't think she can ever compete with Queen Bee when it comes to sex appeal. Because Queen Bee just got body. She always had body, but she got body even more now. Okay? I don't think Solange can compete in that way. And I don't think Solange wants to compete in that way. But I'm excited for Solange's new era. Do you think Solange is going to drop the same year as Act 3 dropping? That's going to be very interesting because remember, they dropped the same year for Lemonade, 4 for 4, and for a seat at the table. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Queen Bee and Solange both drop next year. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. What the hell is this? She decided to put out the art cover for V, and this shit is trash. Okay, I see a lot of fans eating this garbage up. I mean, come on now. This is blah. You have taken so many better pictures for this era. Okay, you could have used so many other pictures for the art cover, and you using a parachute. What the fuck is this? Like, come on, Doja Cat. The era already feel lackluster. You come with a trash ass art cover. So I'm sorry, Doja Cat 50,000 lashes. Yes, she will be receiving that. And then on top of that, I'm deducting 3 points from your album. Meaning that out of 10, I would have graded your album, but now it's going to be out of 7. Okay, so the highest rating you can get from me is a 7 out of 10 because the rollout has been trash. Jealous Type is flopping. Even though I do like the song, You know, it's just not gagging the live. I just feel like this era has been completely lackluster, and here comes the lackluster art cover. When you have so many different pictures you could have used. I don't get it. Doja crap, you need to be stopped, okay? Because this rollout and the art cover is crappy. So your name is Doja Crap for the remainder of the year because you be putting out a lot of bullshit out, okay? I mean, this might be worse than Scarlett's art cover. Scarlett art cover, I thought that shit was trash, but this is the worst one, okay? So 50,000 lashings to Doja Crap. Now, is Rihanna's payola back? It looks like Breaking Dishes, which I believe is on Rihanna's album Good Girl Gone Bad. That song is charting on the Hot 100 at number 86. Now, my thing is, that is kind of random. Why is this song charting? It's not trending on TikTok. I don't care what y'all say. Nobody's talking about this record. Is the payola back? Are they testing out the payola before Rihanna does her alleged stadium world tour, allegedly next year or in 2027, and possibly put out some music? Because I just don't think nobody's listening to this song. Now, if it was something from Anti, I would believe it. But this song is 10 plus years old. Nobody listening to this. I don't care what y'all say. I think Rihanna got some payola. The payola is back in action for Riri, and that is why this song is charting. Okay? How comes this song is charting, but nothing on Cowboy Carter is charting? How is that possible? Can somebody answer me that? Didn't Cowboy Carter just win a Grammy? So nobody's listening to Cowboy Carter, but people listening to this? So you expect me to believe that? Okay. Now, what the hell is going on around here? Now David has earned his biggest streaming day of all time on Paolify on September 21st with 12 million streams. Wow, y'all are really streaming a pedo. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna call him, an alleged murderer because all the evidence is not out yet, but he's definitely a pedo. And with that being said, y'all streaming his music? Really? Why? I don't get it. I listen to some of the songs and he's not even that talented. It's not like he can sing. He ain't Chris Breezy or Usher. He can't sing. Or he's not even better than Leon Thompson. Like, really? 12 million streams? Wow. Y'all are really fake. That's crazy. Y'all really streaming this evil man's music. He looked like a demon. Look at his face. He looked demonic to me. I'm not giving him one stream. Okay? Listen to a clip of him singing. I'll pass. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on David and Cindy Sweetie. Link will be in the description, and have a great day.